What's up, everybody? James here. It's Fired Up Friday. I'm fired up, and it's firedupfishtanks.ning.com. Alright, I need to give a couple of quick shout outs to 2 new subscribers that I have. I got Vodoc, which is VODOC, and I've got MoneyMax24. That's Money MAKS 24. Welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you very much for subbing me. Really appreciate it. Alright, couple of quick things. One of my Julie cats just expired. I'm not really sure why. I just noticed that it had gone down, which really sucks. I'm kind of hoping that the eggs that I spotted over here the other day are in fact from them. I'm not exactly sure if I can spot them at the moment or not. Yeah, right down there. There's actually a whole bunch of them around in this area. All them little white dots, them are all eggs. So I'm kind of hoping that that's the Julie cats. So you can see them way down inside there. So hopefully that's the case. Yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? I never really had that much luck with Corey cats in the first place. Alright, main reason I want to do this video, besides my shout outs and the fact that it's Fired Up Friday, and the fact that you see some of this floaty stuff going on in my tank, that's because I just got done cleaning the front glass and had some algae on the front. So anyways, quick shot of my plants, just to show you each day they're just getting clearer and clearer. So use that bleach technique and you'll see it's going to pay off. It's going to help your plants out and you're going to be happy. You're not going to have this blackbeard crap growing all over the place. Alright. There's my awesome golden nugget hiding there in the back. He's looking pretty wicked. Alright. And I just want to show you some of the products that I use. For anybody that's using tap water, I highly recommend using the Seachem product. It's called Neutral Regulator. And as you can see, it keeps just what it says, neutral. So if you're looking for a 7.0 neutral, this keeps it perfectly. This also dechlorinates your water. And it's well worth getting it. You don't have to use any other dechlorinator. You just put it into your tap water. It's like 1 teaspoon per 10 gallons of water. Okay, that's one of the products that I use and highly recommend. I don't use it anymore due to the fact that I have the RODI water now, but I'm just letting you guys know that. Next thing, for anybody that's new, API makes great test kits. This is the kind of test kit you want to get for fresh water. Get a master test kit because this covers everything. Low pH, your nitrite, your nitrate, and of course your ammonia. Alright, so go for that. Another important thing you need to have, aquarium salt. They say a tablespoon for every 5 gallons. For a planted aquarium, I wouldn't recommend that because chances are you're going to burn your plants. So probably go for a little bit less on that. And also pre-mix it with your tank water before putting it into the actual tank. Other thing I use and definitely recommend, anybody that's got problems with algae, this is probably your #1 cause. Phosphate leaches from certain plastics. If any of you are using like totes and whatnot to store water in and whatever, if it's not a brute trash can that you can get at Home Depot, like this here, it's not FDA approved, meaning for food and whatnot, and it's going to leach phosphate into your water. This is one of the #1 reasons for getting major algae blooms in your water. High nitrate is the other reason, but get this one, you'd be surprised at how many people have phosphates in their water, and it's also good for salt water as well. Onto my feeding. I use this one every once in a while from Hikari. It's the Sinking Cichlid Gold. I used to have sharks and whatnot a few months back before I had a major disaster in my tank. But besides them, your gouramis, your rainbows, bigger fish enjoy this kind of stuff. Even some of the common plecos eat it. It's a pretty big pellet, so we'll use it sparingly. Alright, and then of course you get your algae wafers. That's also by Hikari. Some fish like it. A lot of neons and stuff will eat it, but I mean, it is a pleco food. It's specifically for algae eaters. Don't use a whole lot of it, because if you spoil them on this, you're not going to get anything cleaned up in your tank, because of the simple fact they're going to be eating this and they're not going to be eating the algae off your leaves. Alright, so keep that in mind. Tetracolor tropical flakes is all I use for 90% of my feeding when it comes to fish. All the fish like it, and it actually does improve their color and whatnot. It doesn't create phosphates in your water, so it's actually really good for the water. Keeps the water pretty clear. Just use it in small amounts, because it does go a long ways. I buy them in the big can, which is a 7.06, so it lasts for quite some time. Now, since that I use RO water, or RODY water, this is the product that I've been telling people about. It's the RO Right, made by Kent Marine. That brings back the trace elements that your tap water has removed from the RODI system. So it totally zeroes out your water. So this brings back the minerals that your water would need. This is for fresh water, even though it says marine. Use it on fresh water due to the fact cichlids, discus, and all those things, they need the minerals that are in the tap water, but since RODI removes all that, that's how you bring it back. All the good trace elements, your magnesiums and whatnot. As far as plant life, Seachem makes Flourish XL. That's probably your best liquid carbon that you're going to buy, CO2. I don't dose with CO2. This is all I use. I don't use fertilizers. This is all I use. Like I said, it's one of the best products made, and I mean, proof is in the pudding. This tank, it's just natural organic dirt, sand, and substrate, wood, RODI water, and there you have it. Anybody that says you need CO2, I mean, that's your option and whatnot, but I mean, proof's in the pudding. You don't need it. This stuff is excellent. Another one is the Flourish Iron. I use it sparingly due to the fact that I've got granite in my tank. Granite has tons of iron in it, so you really don't need to put it in your tanks if you've got rocks containing iron, because that's going to supplement the tank anyways. Alright. Now I've got two products by Cordon that I use. They're called Ick Attack and Riddick Plus. If you've got a major ick outbreak, take your water up to 82 degrees. And I recommend the Riddick Plus, honestly, over both of them. This stuff works amazingly quick, and the lifespan of the ick parasite disappears rapidly at 82 degrees. The warmer the water, the quicker the parasite's lifespan goes. So remember, 82 degrees, get yourself Riddick, made by Cordon. And then for any kind of ulcer or what have you when it comes to your exterior part of your fish, this one, Melifix, made by API, is excellent. This one takes care of just about anything, growing fins back, torn tissue, whatever. And as you can see, it's a natural product extracted from tea trees. Alright, so there you have it. That's everything that I use. And again, it's Fired Up Friday for firedupfishtanks.ning.com. And with that, I'll see you guys in the chat in a little bit. Bye bye.